Right, guys, it's Kieran from Red Devil Weekly. We're back again after a disappointing result. 1-1 draw away at Southampton, and it started so well, didn't it? It really did start well. Daniel James, I mean, he was probably one of the only positives from the game. A brilliant finish from him, to be fair. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can bring this season. And I think he was probably one of the only shining lights. And actually, his overall performance was pretty good. So I just wanted to get that out of the way because he does not deserve any slating whatsoever. He was brilliant today. But you can't really say that for the rest of the team. I thought mostly poor, especially in the second half. Sloppy, really, really sloppy. Even when we were 1-0 up, giving balls away. Pogba had an absolute mare in the centre midfield. He was just giving balls away for fun. It's almost like he just never hears man on calls. It's ridiculous. He's got on the ball, he just fiddles about with it. That's all he does. And you know what? Sometimes it comes off for him, but more often than not, it doesn't. And it wasn't good at all from the midfield. I mean, Pereira didn't have a great game either. I wasn't surprised when he got taken off. We brought on Jesse Lingard, which didn't really add too much. So yeah, the midfield is a real worry, and I think a lot of us were thinking that before the start of the season, the midfield was going to be a real worry for us. And if Pogba's not performing, we can't create anything. That's the truth. If Pogba doesn't have a good game, we're in trouble. Pogba had a great game, against Chelsea. If Pogba doesn't have a good game, we struggle, and that's what's going to happen. That's going to be the trend for the rest of the season. I can guarantee it. Lindelof again, poor defending at the back post for Southampton's goal, and just not clearing our lines. De Gea made a decent save, but we just didn't clear. He didn't get out to him quick enough. The ball came in. Really, once again, like the Crystal Palace game, it should have been Maguire contesting for that header. Why is Lindelof contesting with Vestegard, who's like the tallest player in the Premier League? Why isn't Harry Maguire, putting his body there, contesting with it? We know Lindelof's crap in the air, so why is he contesting that header? That is something that's got to be sorted out. And obviously, there's an international break now. Maybe it came at the right time for Manchester United. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I honestly don't know what that performance was. Just lacked a lot of quality. Rashford today is showing me that up front on his own he can't do it. Up front on his own he can't. He needs a partner. Rashford always seems to do alright when he's playing with a partner, like a Lukaku, like a Martial. If he's not playing with a partner, then he's got nothing. And it's frustrating because, Rashford's someone who, signed the new contract, wanted to be the main man, number 10. It just hasn't happened for him today, and it's frustrating. Obviously, Solskjaer brought on Greenwood, Matic, and Lingard. Matic coming on, I didn't understand that. I obviously wanted to change the formation, but didn't really understand it. Again, he looks like Bambi every time he gets on the ball. Every time Matic touches the ball and there's a defender coming towards him, you're thinking he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. And more often than not, he does, and it's really, really frustrating. He's just not a player who should be at Man United. You talk about Deadwood, Nemanja Matic for me can go. But yeah, I thought Harry Maguire was all right, Wan-Bissaka was all right, Daniel James was all right. There was no one there today you could say played well, except probably for Daniel James. Daniel James for me was probably the man of the match out of United, and obviously that's good to see that Daniel James is fitting in well at Manchester United, doing all right. But it seems like he's gonna have to try and pull us out of the fire every game. Jesus. But anyway, really disappointing result. But I'm gonna say one thing, guys. For me, there's gonna be a lot of people after this game. I've already seen it on Twitter, saying that Solskjaer should go. And for me, you have every right to have your opinion. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to conform with my opinion, of course. But for me, I just think after 4 league games, this is his first full season Manchester United. 4 league games. We know that he wasn't fully backed in the transfer market. He wanted a centre midfielder and he didn't get it. And that's why midfield was poor today. It was really poor today. And I think to say it's all Solskjaer's fault, Solskjaer's out of his depth. Yes, I thought, bringing on Matic was very questionable, and Lingard as well. And also leaving the substitution of Mason Greenwood late was questionable. And I'm not saying you can't question Solskjaer. What I'm saying is that don't for me, I just think, why Ole out? Why? What is that going to help the situation if we just continue sacking managers? Is that really going to help? We've done it for the last 3 years, and to sack someone after 4 league games would almost be an embarrassment. It'd be an embarrassment. It would be a laughing stock to the league. 4 league games. I don't agree with it at all. And I think, yeah, Solskjaer, obviously, he hasn't got the best pedigree, but what he seems to be building with Manchester United, for me, even though today we didn't play that great, there are some signs with the likes of Daniel James. I think Maguire's a good addition as well, Wan-Bissaka as well. There are some signs that it could be good, and it's still a long process. This rebuilding process isn't going to happen overnight. And if you think it's going to happen overnight, then you are deluded. I'm sorry, you are deluded. So I'm willing to stick to the process. I'm willing to kind of believe in Solskjaer and give him at least a full season, if not 2 seasons. What is the point in giving letting Solskjaer sign a contract and then sacking him after 4 league games? What is the point? I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's my little rant over. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you aren't already. Please let me know your thoughts on this game in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new as well, and I'll see you in the next one.